So, some of you may have noticed I look a bit different. Not just the fact that, I shaved recently, but I look less double chinny like I used to, and that is because I'm actually losing weight. Because, like a week or two ago, I was at the doctor's and he checked my livers. It was kidneys. I think it was liver. Yeah, no, he checked my livers and kidneys just in case, and he said kidneys look fine, so no problem. But my livers are completely full of fat, which to be honest, I'm not really surprised that he gave me that diagnosis because I was 130 to 135 kilos a week or two ago. But I cut back on my food a lot. I do fasting now, and I watch what I eat instead of like, oh yeah, I'm going out, so I'm gonna have a large Big Mac menu, a large McChicken menu, and a large 9 nugget meal, and just chow that down with iced tea, you know, and American fries and large fries and whatever the hell else there is, and be like, yeah, that's fine, that's healthy. No, now I'm finally, you know, smaller breakfast, small breakfast, either a coffee and that's it, or a coffee and, a little snack. Not junk food snack, but like, I don't know, something small, cereal, I guess. Or just coffee, or nothing, honestly. For lunch, I'll have rice with peas and chicken, or whatever is similar to chicken, some sort of meat. Even tuna works. Or Indian curry, but made at home. So chicken curry, uh, made at home with rice again instead of pasta. Unless it's whole grain pasta, then sure. And dinner, I usually skip, or another coffee. Or instead of a coffee, I'll have tea or tea and coffee if I'm hungry, but I shouldn't eat. Today was a bit different. I skipped breakfast and I ate sushi for lunch. I bought sushi from the grocery store. I tried it. It was pretty good. 7.5 euros for like 12 salmon, I think, pieces. 12 salmon pieces. It was good. I checked the calories, not too bad. It is quite a bit of carbs, but better than going to McDonald's, and it's only like $2.50 more than the McDonald's like small menu or whatever, you know, promotional menu they have. Uh, and then I only drank water from them, and only now, like an hour ago at 9 p.m., did I have, proper food, which was, as I mentioned before, steak, rice with peas, and another coffee. I had two coffees today. One when I got home and one with my dinner. So, yeah, I am taking my health seriously for once, instead of being like, doesn't matter. I mean, my family was like, hey, you're looking a bit chonky. Chonky. But, they weren't really saying it in a nice way. They were like, you look like an obese tortilla. You look like if a burrito multiplied itself. You fat. But yeah, no, they're not doctors. So it's different when you hear it from a doctor than hearing it from your family. Because, like, my family has a lot of the time been like, yeah, no, you don't know what you're doing because you have special needs. So it's like, when you hear it from a doctor, it's like a completely different story. But I have lost a lot of weight in the past week or two. I started at 128 kilos. I'm at 119.5 right now. I lost a lot of weight. But to be fair, before I was drinking a lot of milk too. I had like 2 to 3 liters of milk per day. One milk, bottle was like 640 calories. Times that by 3. P. But anyway, as I was saying, yeah, 2 to 3 liters. Let's say I drink 3 liters. That would make it 1,960. No, 1,920 calories per day. And not only that, sugar. Milk has a lot of sugar. It has a lot of carbs. It has a lot of fat because it's 3.5%. And all those calories are basically my entire day's worth of calories. Sure, the American Institution of Health, or whatever the hell they're called, recommends 2,500 calories a day for men, 2,000 for women. But in Europe, it's 2,000. I think for both men and women, something like that. Yeah, so basically, already reached my daily limit with that one. And then I'd have something from McDonald's. I'd have like a pizza or a burger at school, or burger, fries, coffee, and maybe even a pizza on top of all that. On top of all that, yeah. And what else? Yeah, that's pretty much it. But then at home, I'd be like, Mother, I am hungry. Where are ingredients? And she'd be like, yeah, we got 3 pieces of chicken, big old bowl of pasta, a ton of pesto, a ton of, pepper and salt and everything. What else? An entire can of corn, like this kind of corn size, corn can of corn. Just eat that. Why not? Felt like it. Have some more milk. Well, And then for dinner, it would probably be either an entire IKEA frozen pizza, which is 700 grams. That's a lot. And, some ham over top. Some protein. Not healthy at all. Or, IKEA meatballs, but like half the bag. So that's half a kilogram of just chicken meatballs. Which is also not heavy because, that it's not just chicken. It's a lot of other stuff in there too, breading probably for it to be a meatball. But yeah, what I'm trying to say is my diet before was terrible. Oh, and a lot of soda. A ton of soda. I got kind of hooked to iced tea towards the end of my, enjoyment, before I started losing weight. I drank a lot of iced tea. I used to have, 2 empty iced teas here, because I go. Oh, I'm still thirsty. Go. Instead of water, like a normal person. Now I have coffee, tea, and water instead of all that. Oh, yeah, and tea. Normal tea, I mean, not iced tea, from the store. I mean, like the one with, bags that you put in, boiling water. But yeah, my diet has improved a lot. I do feel better. I can be a bit tired at times because I'm eating so much less food than before. I do have urges at times, but I do sorta appeal to them on the weekend. This Sunday I was craving Trapa, or a pizzeria. But what I actually had there was I had 2 pieces of bread, shrimp, sauce for that shrimp, those round tomatoes, tomato circles, whatever. Very good. Just a tiny bit of oil with that, and some, I don't know what the spice was for it. Well, not spice, seasoning. Oh, and the drink, I had an espresso martini, non-alcoholic, and not only all that, I also had a normal tonic, not gin tonic, which is alcoholic, just a tonic, water, with ice and lemon. And my main meal, the finale, was a shrimp burger, a lot of shrimp, very light, airy bread, so thick, but it wasn't filled inside. It was more airy, perfect for a burger bun. A little bit of sauce, some lettuce inside, I think. But like overall, compared to what I would usually get from there, which would be a lot more, appetizers, and a lasagna or two burgers and more bread at the start. But yeah, already improving. Even during the weekend, I still like hold back. If there's pasta, I'm not gonna get it unless it's whole grain, because usually either whole grain pasta is super expensive compared to just normal pasta, especially in restaurants, or there's like something better I can get, like a risotto. Like I'd much rather have a risotto that's like a similar price to normal pasta than pay a premium price for whole grain. So yeah, pretty crazy journey, but I do feel better. I mean, you can probably tell I'm a bit smaller. I still look pretty fat, understandably, but my pants don't feel as tight. Like, hold on. Like, look at this, dog. There's more room. Like, there's more room. That's nice. That's cool. They're shocked because who the hell would have that kind of wall and not be morbidly obese for the rest of their life? No, but yeah, I am glad that, I went to the doctor to get my, livers checked. So that's cool. And, you know, I don't know, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to like share this that I'm getting healthy. And I hope to stay this way even when I move out of my house. Well, my parents' house. And that's right. I'm getting a job. And I'm so excited.